What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be going over the World Tournament rewards that have just been distributed. As you guys can see here, I did get local #1 pretty easily this time around. I actually kind of washed my opponents. I think the second place guy gave up on the middle of day 3 there, and I was able to get about 100 million points above him by the end, so no worries there, which is very, very nice, because that means I am actually able to rainbow my Jackie Chun, since on the last World Tournament I got swamped and got second place in local, so I only earned 1 copy instead of the 2 that I needed. So we are good to go there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at my overall ranking here. So 72 was my final placement. Very, very unfortunate that I was 2 places away from breaking into the top 70, where obviously the rewards do get a lot better, because that's the next tier up. But it's worth mentioning that I did a lot of grinding at the very, very end of the tournament. I was actually able to get from about rank 90-something all the way down to 72 in like the last hour and a half of the tournament. I think a lot of people kind of settled into their spots and weren't really grinding as hard at the very end of it. I'm also lucky because I live on the west coast of the United States, so the World Tournament ends for me at 11 p.m., and for most of the rest of the world, that's overnight or into the next morning, so I think a lot of people don't end up playing for the last few hours, so it's a really good opportunity for me to, you know, push rank and grind up as high as I can. I was really, really hoping that there was going to be some modders that got deleted at the top, so I would have been pushed into that top 70. Didn't quite happen this time, but that's okay. I am more than happy with the rank that I received, especially because I had a lot going on this weekend. I actually moved houses, so I was not sitting grinding all day every day. I had a lot of other stuff to take care of, so it's actually really surprising that I was still able to score in the top 100. I've had previous World Tournaments where I've done nothing but grind the World Tournament and still haven't gotten to the top 100. So, yeah, I think that speaks volumes to how much less competitive this World Tournament was than, you know, previously. Okay, so before we leave this list, let's go ahead and just glance at the very top scores. I am always curious, or, you know, eager to put these numbers in videos, because I do like to see, you know, where the top people place. That way I can go back through all my previous World Tournament videos and kind of view what the top scores were and just compare them to previously, right? So Tripsy was #1 yet again. This is like his 3rd or 4th time getting actually first place in the World Tournament, and he has gotten top 10 in most of them in recent years, right? So as you can see here, he got 850 million points. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I just don't understand how the man grinds so hard. Apparently he only gets like 3 hours of sleep throughout the entire World Tournament. A very, very dedicated grinder. I heard from a few birdies in the community that he is actually not going to be grinding as hard coming up, so don't expect him to be first place on the next few. I think some of these other hardcore grinders like Lotad and Ruby and whatnot may be able to, you know, have a shot at first place here. Maybe Cuckoo can make a resurgence. I believe Cuckoo has actually gotten first place before. Okay, so let's go ahead and collect my rewards. I've actually been waiting to make this video, so the rewards have been sitting in my gift box for actually over a day now. So I believe I have my daily logins from today as well. So yeah, all that is in here, so keep that in mind. Okay, so there we go. We got our last 2 copies of Jackie Chun that we needed. Some more tickets. We're going to go spend these tickets in just a moment. We got some housekeeping to take care of first. Beautiful, beautiful. We got the 90 Satan signatures, which are very, very helpful. We definitely want as many of those as possible. We'll go over why in a moment. And all of these orbs. This is the main thing, right? This is usually the main reason why I want to grind up as high as I can. Getting in the top 100 gave me enough orbs to rainbow 2 units of every type. If I had gotten into top 70, I would have been 3 units of every type, so that would have been amazing. But this is definitely good enough. I honestly wasn't even expecting to earn any potential orbs, so this is plenty more than I asked for. And then obviously we've got the 50 Masters Mark medals there for getting first place local, which I definitely don't need at this point. If you're somebody that grinds very, very heavily in the World Tournament, as you can see, I have like 1,700 of these medals sitting around, way more than I'm ever going to use. And that's just from collecting them on the map throughout my World Tournament runs, right? And then probably the most important thing, maybe besides the potential orbs, is these EZA medals right here. So we did, because we broke into the top 2,000, we were able to get enough medals to EZA 3 out of the 4 characters that are available to EZA from this World Tournament. So that is very, very good. Obviously, for the last World Tournament and for this World Tournament, only the top 10 people in the world were able to earn enough medals to EZA all 4 of their characters. So that is a little bit unfortunate that we aren't going to be able to get all of them done. But let's go ahead and jump into my box here, and we'll take a look at... These are all of the World Tournament units that have gotten their EZAs so far, right? So we had the Tech Super Saiyan Goku, the AGL Bardock, and then the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who got their EZA last World Tournament with the Goku Youth on the Dragon Ball Saga Summon banner, and then the other 4 were for this World Tournament, right? The Super Saiyan Goku, the base form Gohan here, the Kaioken Goku, and then the Demon King Piccolo from the Dragon Ball Saga Summon banner. So because we just earned enough medals to EZA 3 more of these characters, we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So I'm going to do the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So we'll go ahead and EZA him here. Perfect. And I'll go ahead and, SA 15 him and max out his level and stuff off camera. I'm not going to bother doing that right now, just to waste your guys' time. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and do these 2 Super Saiyan Gokus as well. Okay, so we've got that guy done. Sweet, and then this will be the last of our medals here. We will have enough to get that done. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do, since we've got these guys EZA'd, now you'll notice we're 2 units short right now. So basically we need 2 sets of medals in order to be able to catch up and fully be able to EZA everything. So let's go ahead and jump over here to the treasure shop. We'll go to the Hercule Satan signature shop. As you can see here, we have 183 sitting. These are just from the excess ones that we've earned over the last World Tournament, and then all of the ones that we've earned from this World Tournament, right? Because previously in the last World Tournament, we did have to spend quite a few on these Piccolo medals in order to be able to EZA him. But luckily for us, they're leaving just the Piccolo as the EZA-able LR. We assume for probably 5 World Tournaments, because they give out 1 free copy every World Tournament. That way, newer players who didn't ever have a copy of him would have the opportunity to rainbow him, as long as they, get their 20 million points in 5 consecutive World Tournaments. Then they would get the free 5 copies of him, and then his EZA medals are sitting here. So because you're able to earn enough of the Satan signatures to get all the EZA medals you need for him in 1 World Tournament, that means for the following 4 World Tournaments, all of the Satan signatures that you build up, you can spend on other stuff in this shop. Now, obviously, I don't recommend spending it on Hercule statues or these Bulma and Turtle medals. If you're really, really desperate for these, just double-check the Baba Shop every 30 minutes, because they're in there constantly now. Ever since they've updated that Baba Shop where they revamped it and started putting keys in there and took out a lot of those other story event medals, I've noticed that the Turtle and Bulma medals show up a lot more often. In fact, I can show you here. I'm upwards of 500 of each of them, and this is literally just... I was super deficient on these at one point as well, but it's literally just because of the Baba Shop why I've been able to get so many of them. So that's definitely an easier way to pick those up. I wouldn't suggest wasting your Satan signatures on them, as well as the Master's Mark medals. Now, I do understand that you need these to awaken characters, so if you're trying to EZA characters and you don't even have the medals to awaken them first, then I can see how that'd be a little bit annoying. So I guess I can see the case being made for buying some Master's Mark medals, but definitely the most valuable substance in here is these EZA medals. So you do need 115 of these in order to be able to EZA a character, right? In fact, shoot, I had the numbers off the top of my head. I believe it's 15, 40, 30, and 30. Does that math work out correctly? 40 plus 30, 30, that's 100, and then the 15. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to buy 15 of the bronze ones, and then we'll grab 40 of these, and then 30 gold and 30 silver. Or gold and rainbow, excuse me. Okay, so there we go. So now we have enough EZA medals to EZA 1 more character, and we only have 68 signatures left in here. So basically what this means is on the next World Tournament, as long as we place high enough to earn... so on the next World Tournament, they're going to revamp the way that the rewards work. So for the top 2,000, all of those people are going to be able to earn 4 units worth of EZA medals. So basically, from the next World Tournament on, you'll be able to keep up with all the EZAs that they're putting out, and you won't fall deficient. So with the extra Satan signatures that I get in the next World Tournament, we'll be able to get me that 1 extra character, and then we should be fully caught up, and we'll have all of the characters EZA'd here again. So we're going to go ahead and spend these on the Gohan. will be the last one, and then the Goku Youth, who is, in my opinion, the worst of all of the World Tournament EZAs. We'll just wait until the next World Tournament to do him. And then there was something that I actually realized a little bit before I was gonna go live and make this video. Because these characters are EZAing, it means we can now give them special stickers, so that's actually exciting. We're gonna get to see what these units look like with their stickers. So let's go ahead and give all of them stickers. I believe I have enough to give all these guys stickers, so let's do that. Yeah, I've got 14 here, so we'll sticker these up and see how good they look. I think some of them are gonna look pretty cool, namely this this DKP. I thought that would look cooler. I thought all those yellow lines would have done more. And because, you know, the rule of thumb with special sticker characters is anybody that has an orb on their card, any type of energy blast, usually they animate those really, really well, and the stickers look really cool. So I was kind of hoping for more from that little energy ball there, but this one honestly isn't as cool as I thought it was going to be. But now you guys know, and you won't have to waste a sticker on it. You can just see how it looks on my account. Okay, so this Kaioken Goku has an energy blast as well, so this one should look cool. That's alright. Wow, they really didn't go all out with these. It seems like they didn't bother, it really feels like they spend more time animating the Dokkan Fest unit stickers than these ones. It's really weird. They don't look cohesive. Like, look at the way that ball is flashing. I'll show you an example of what I'm talking about. Once we finish getting through all of these, I'll go show you an example of how I think these stickers should be looking. Okay, that one's a little better. That's kind of a neat flourish with the sword swoop there. That's kind of cool. A little bit LR-esque. Kind of reminds me of the physical Spirit Bomb Sword Trunks that's slicing the Mecha Frieza in half. Okay, I really want this one to look cool, because this is a card that I actually use quite a bit, this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan here. Well, I did just EZA him right now, but on my JP account, since I've had him for a few months, I've noticed that this is actually a very good card. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. I like those red aura lines. That looks pretty sick. Okay, that's definitely my favorite sticker of all these so far. Alright, let's hit up the Bardock. That one's kind of interesting too. I think it's maybe harder for them to animate these, because keep in mind that all of these characters that are EZAing right now are absolutely ancient. These characters all originally released in like 2016 and 2017 in the game, so the artwork style that, you know, they were putting together, they weren't factoring in characters getting stickers, because stickers didn't get added into the game until like 2020, right? So modern characters, they actually designed their visuals with the stickers in mind, so that's probably why these don't look quite as good, just because they have to kind of work them in after the fact. That one doesn't look too half bad, though. I like the way the orb is spinning there. It's definitely doing a little bit more than the other ones. That's kind of cool. Looks like it has like a little bit of a gravitational pull, so that's interesting. Okay, and then last up we got this one here. This one's probably going to look like the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Yeah, there we go. Okay, see, they did a good job with this one. You see how the aura line, like, before the sticker, the cards look exactly the same with these like orange or red crackly lines that go all over it, but then look how vibrant and like this flourish is. It looks like fire. This is so cool. So it's kind of disappointing that some of those other ones are just like, there's barely any twinkle or movement to them at all. I feel like they should all look like this, where it's like really, really intense movement, right? Just to make it worthwhile. You're spending a resource, you should want it to feel like it does something, right? So there we go, we've got all of those stickered up, and then obviously we can't add a special sticker to him yet. Or actually, can we? Apply special sticker. You can. Wow, okay, so for the first time ever, I'm actually learning this, because, you know, previously, anytime a unit earns its EZA, I just EZA the character. This is the first time that I have ever, you know, had a character in my box that can EZA in-game, but I haven't EZA'd them. So I didn't know this until now. You can actually put a sticker on a character as long as they have an EZA available. You don't actually have to EZA them. So that's kind of neat. There we go. We got that sticker on there too. I didn't think we were going to be able to do that. So yeah, next World Tournament we'll go ahead and EZA that guy. Will be all good. Alright, so the next order of business that we've got here, before we get into the summons, because that's the last thing that we're going to do is go drain some tickets on that Dragon Ball Saga summon banner. The last thing that I want to do is take a pause to kind of complain about something that Dokkan has been doing that is a bit irritating for hardcore World Tournament grinders like myself. So the World Tournament, as you know, if you do decide to grind for one of those top ranks, is a huge, huge time sink, and it requires you to be playing the game constantly, over and over and over. Like, I debate skipping out on my dailies sometimes, because it's just like, I don't want to stop playing the event. I don't want to have to go and do other things in Dokkan Battle, right? So I think it's really, really important, especially because of how gruesome the game mode already is, and how much Bandai knows that we hate playing this game. Not the game, but the World Tournament, that they should make it as smooth and easy as possible process for us by not releasing other content at the same time as the World Tournament. It is so annoying when they do that. Now, the World Tournament that we just got on Global actually came out in the middle of the JP anniversary, so we were very, very lucky that it came out in the countdown celebration, so that, you know, we didn't have to worry about it once the anniversary actually started. But it was hell on JP, because they literally couldn't play any of the anniversary content that was out for days, because they just had to sit there and grind World Tournament, right? So, I want to go one step further and say that it's okay for them to release some content, like a Super Battle Road stage, or a new EZA, or an Infinite Dragon Ball History, something like that. That's like a one-time playthrough, doesn't take an insane amount of time. You also aren't required to play it immediately when it comes out, right? Like, for example, the new Kuroda Body and Mind stage of Super Battle Road that came out, I didn't bother playing it at all until after the World Tournament, and that's totally fine. You only have to clear it once, and then it just sits there. It's an event that's always available for you to play, so there's no rush, right? But I think it's very, very important that Dokkan does not release game modes that require you to play them every day, i.e. Peton Battle, Chain Battle, even Ultimate Clash, because they have weekly rewards, so there is still a time constraint that you're, kind of required to jump in for it. So during this World Tournament, fun enough, we had a Peton Battle go live. So during the entire World Tournament, it was completely unreasonable for me to be logging out of the World Tournament once per hour to go reset my Peton Battle lineups. So for that reason, I didn't actually get to finish collecting all of the cards. I tried my best and I got pretty close. I'm actually only missing one gold card from the set, so we're just one short, but that definitely wouldn't have happened if the World Tournament wasn't in the way of it, right? So yeah, I think it's really, really annoying that Dokkan chooses to do that, because then you're not allowing the top percentile of players that want to grind every single bit of the game to its umpth degree to do that. You're basically forcing them to choose. That's not, you definitely shouldn't do that, right? So that being said, my very last set of Peton Battle battles, the 5 enemies are depleted, and I've actually left them sitting here so that I can collect the rewards with you guys on camera and see if I can actually pull that last gold card right now. So this has been sitting here for like 2 or 3 days now, and I've just been waiting for you guys. So yeah, fun fact, if you didn't know that, you don't actually have to collect your final rewards before Peton Battle ends. Once it ends, you just can't start any new runs, but you could leave this here for like a month if you wanted to, and then you still have the ability to collect all of the finished fights. So let's go collect those final set of finished cards and see if I can earn, here, I'll show you my collection really quick. So yeah, here you can see I have 36 out of 37. I'm just missing card number 372 right here. I'm actually not sure what it is, but I do know it's a gold card, right? Because it's between 2 other golds, so obviously it is. Okay, let's go ahead and collect them. Alright, cross your fingers for good luck. Here we go. I don't think we got it. We didn't. Okay. Well, okay, so we're just gonna have to wait for Peton to return, and then we should be able to, farm for that set again. So, not a super big deal. Obviously, it's just kind of a cosmetic thing to have all of these, but as you can see, I have every single series fully collected, except for the new one now, so shame on Dokkan for doing this. Absolutely not okay. In my opinion, would have completely flipped if I had just pulled the card I needed right now, believe you me. But I didn't, so Dokkan can... you get my point. Okay, let's go ahead and get these summons done, and then we'll finish up the video here. So we're going to come down here to ticket summons. I am not going to be using any of my guaranteed SSR tickets, because they're giving out, free copies of all of the units that they're featuring on these banners, because they're just featuring all the EZA units. It's kind of pointless for me to be spending my tickets here, because I've definitely already got all these units, right? I can use dupes for some of them still, but because there are still a few World Tournament cards that I'm missing, the Int Super Saiyan Bardock, who should be getting his EZA 2 World Tournaments from now, and then the Int Future Gohan, who's actually going to be coming back featured on this banner when he gets his Awakening next World Tournament. And then, obviously, the king of all of the World Tournament reward cards, the one that I don't have, is, the Super Saiyan Gohan Youth. So when that guy returns, I want to make sure to have enough tickets built up on this banner that I can rainbow him on that initial banner that he returns. So for that reason, I am going to be hanging on to all of these and continue to let that number build up. But we can go ahead and spend all 17 of these Dragon Ball Saga summon tickets. So the only units on this entire banner that I'm missing are the physical max power Jackie Chun, who actually just rolled off of the featured unit list and is now buried in that god-awful unfeatured pool. So I have a very, very low chance to get him, but hopefully we can pull him. And then there's also one rare card that I'm missing, because I am collecting down everything in the game, LR all the way down through normal at this point, just so I have the maximum number of characters that I can link level. So there's only one more rare on this banner that I'm missing, and that is Wolfman. So if we can pull Max Power Jackie Chun and or Wolfman, I will be pleased. So let's see how we do here. Okay, just Piccolo. That's not too promising so far. Though, I guess it's worth mentioning that I don't really want to see any featured unit animations because I don't need any of the featured units on this. So I guess it's a better thing not to see animations come up on the fly-in, because then I'll have a better chance to pull, you know, something unfeatured that I'd need. Okay. The Bunny Bulma and that Int Youth Bulma are actually really, really good cards for me to be pulling, just because they Dokkan Awaken, and I've already got their Dokkan Awakenings rainbowed, I believe. But now I can start collecting, you know, just the SSR copies of them. So that is pretty good. And I believe all of the SRs on this banner are now SA10. I think I finished in the, you know, the earlier World Tournament video that I did a few days ago when I used my first set of tickets here. Just from completing all the World Tournament missions, I pulled a copy of the SR Namu, and that actually SA10'd him. I'm pretty sure that finished out all of the SRs for this banner, fully at SA10, but there are plenty of the rares that I still have, you know, that I still need SA levels on. So I will take any and all of the rares that we're getting. I don't have enough Kais yet to fully SA10 my entire box again for all of like the SSR copies of everything that I have. So I'm definitely still saving up Kais, and it is really, really worthwhile for me to get you know, dupes of characters to be able to feed into SA right now. So I will absolutely take that. Speak of the devil, there's Namu again. Okay, well, we didn't need him. Okay, Staff Officer Black. I will take that rare. Come on, Wolfman, please show up. Mutaito, didn't need him. Okay, so we've got 3 tickets left here. Oh man, I really, really hope we can get at least one of these two. Another random set of units. Okay. So it's not likely that this is the Max Power Jackie Chun, but let's see if we can get Wolfman here. Another Namu. Man, this guy needs to leave me alone. Okay. Well, it looks like the very, very common thing is going to happen that happens on this banner, where we don't pull a single SSR throughout the entirety of the summons. I did pull... Ooh, actually, Oolong might have been another SR that wasn't SA10 yet. I'll go check that right after this. I think I did still need copies of Oolong, so that's potentially a good pull. But yeah, in the part 1 of these summons that I did after I cleared all the missions, I actually pulled a few SSRs, if I'm not mistaken. I got the STRTN and a copy of the AGL Piccolo Jr., so we did get some decent stuff there. Okay. Yeah, these summons were kind of a flop, but, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles on this Dragon Ball Saga summon banner. It seems like that's kind of the way that they've been going with the World Tournament as of late. You know, they've been making all of the World Tournament SSRs much easier to obtain, throwing them back featured on the banner, and then, you know, obviously, if you just grind all the missions out, you're going to get 2 copies of each of them for free, and then actually starting the next World Tournament, the very first set of EZAs, these 3 guys right here, the Super Saiyan Goku, the Bardock, and the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, they're going to be available in the Hercule Satan Signature Shop. I forgot to mention that. So that is something else to look forward to as well. So even now, if you're missing out on the current World Tournaments where they're revamping all the cards, you're still going to be able to just buy them in the shop on any given World Tournament in the future. So they've made these cards essentially not rare anymore, because now anybody can obtain them. You didn't have to be a player back in 2017 to be able to obtain copies of these cards, which is good for the health of the player base, because it's such a large sum of characters now. It's kind of a bad thing to keep these gated away from a lot of newer players, right? And it's such a super daunting thing to grind hard in the World Tournament. A lot of newer players aren't going to do that anyway, so they really just wouldn't have access to these characters otherwise. But it seems like what they've done in order to still make the World Tournament feel like a valuable game mode for the people that want to grind heavy is this Dragon Ball Saga Summon banner. They've made these units still very, very rare. These are actually the most rare obtainable units in the game at this point, because you're limited to the amount of tickets you can get. So even if you're someone like DeTruth or Toon Rami or whoever that's grinding, you know, just like out the ass, and you're spending thousands of dollars on every single banner, it doesn't matter. They still are missing units off these banners too. They still don't have everything rainbowed, because we're all limited to the same exact pool of tickets, right? So yeah, that's kind of one thing that they've done. And then obviously all of the units that are easy-A-ing off of this banner, they're not giving us free copies. You still just have to get lucky enough to pull them, even though they become featured on the banner, right? Okay, so that was it for that. Honestly, a little bit disappointing. Not as good luck as I've previously had in the last few World Tournaments as far as my summons, but that is to be expected, because now I've pulled almost everything off of this banner, so it's going to be much more rare for me to pull something that I actually can use, right? So really quick, let's go ahead and check if I needed that Oolong. I am curious about that, so let's see. Oolong. Yeah, he was only SA5. Awesome. So I did need that Oolong. That is amazing. I will definitely take it. Okay, so yeah, I think that's about everything that I needed to go over in the video today, guys. So yeah, I made it to 72. Pretty good. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys did if you grinded on the World Tournament. I'm curious if anyone watching this video actually got a higher score than me. I know there are a few people that I chat with in the Discord servers that have, grind pretty hard and did pretty well, but I'm curious if any of you guys did well too. So let me know what your score was in the comments below. And that is going to do it for this one. I will catch you guys next time. Peace!